What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 12, and today we are returning with a bit of an in-depth look at this save and an in-depth look at Season 1, if you like. What we'll do is we'll start off by having a look at Everton themselves. We'll have a look at our top goal scorers, most assists, average rating, all that good stuff. We'll see who got Player of the Year, Fans Player of the Year, and then as we move on, we'll look at the Premier League table and have a bit more of an in-depth look at that. We'll take a look at who won some cup competitions later on, so we'll look at the FA Cup. Obviously, we know that we won the Carabao Cup, and then we'll look at things like the Champions League and the Europa League as well. So starting off with Everton, and in terms of some of the fans' awards, let's start with Andre Gomes got first in our Player of the Season award. 60% of the fans voting for him. I would 100% agree. Andre Gomes didn't get half the credit that he actually deserved. He was superb this season, and he was pivotal to anything that we did. We saw towards the end of the season when he got injured for a few games, we really missed him. Dominic Calvert-Lewin coming in second, I think he scored something like 20 goals this season. We'll have a look at that in a second. And Luca Digne in third. Goal of the season was Richarlison against Bournemouth. Let's have a little look at this. I personally can't remember this goal. Let's have a look at it. So he's playing out on the left-hand side, which is a little bit unusual. Cuts in. This is away from home as well. Oh, and then rifles one into the top corner. Really good goal. Yeah, nice one. I can see why that is number one in the goals of the season. Signing of the season, Sarabia, 15 million. He came really good, actually, as he came into the squad towards the end of the season. Made 13 Premier League appearances, 4 goals, 6 assists. So, yeah, really good signing that was for us. Thilo Kehrer played his part as well. They were the only 2 players that we really signed in the save so far. And then Young Player of the Season going to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So in terms of the season review, saying here, few will have tipped Everton to achieve more than a top half finish, but we confounded expectation by securing continental football for next season, Champions League football, actually. Everton were one of the competition's surprise packages even, consistently defying expectations, owing largely to an impressive spell of form between August and October, so seeing them rise to 4th. We were able to celebrate a successful campaign. So we finished 3rd in the Premier League, lost in the 5th round of the FA Cup against Brentford, which was a little bit disappointing. That game came straight after we won the Carabao Cup against Liverpool. Match of the season is our 3-2 victory away at Man City. That was near the start back in October. And then moment to forget, first few games of the season this was a 3-0 defeat to Leicester City. We were 99% full, average attendance 39,336. And we used 25 players throughout the season. So expectations for next season are out already. We'll look at these in a bit more depth in episode 13. But play entertaining football, sign players under the age of 23, don't sign players over the age of 30, use the club's youth system, set pieces, play high-tempo pressing football. That's what we do. Work within the wage budget, sign players to sell for a profit. Not sure I really like that. Minimum 3-year contracts for first-team players. Now, the Premier League next season, once again, they're just saying top half, and in the Champions League, reach the group stage, which, I don't know. With us finishing 3rd, I don't even know if we have to go to a qualifier. I'm not quite sure about that one. Now, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's goal against Bournemouth actually won goal of the season. Wow, incredible. That was first. Man City with Bernardo Silva against Brighton and Anthony Martial finishing in 3rd. We have got, how many players? 1 player named in the team of the season. So Luca Digne coming in team of the season. I'm surprised that, I don't know, maybe a Gomez. A lot of Chelsea players in there. Of course, they won the league. Liverpool finishing in 2nd. Harry Kane may have been the top goal scorer. David Silva's in there as well. But our only representative for the players' team of the year is Luca Digne. Now, in terms of the Everton squad, let's have a little look at this then. So, top goal scorer, if we order by goals, was Dominic Calvert-Lewin, finishing with 20 for the season. He missed a good chunk of games towards the end as well. I reckon he could have got to, sort of 25, 26 potentially. But really good season for him. Absolutely brilliant he was. How old is he? 23 years old. There's so much more to come from him. His valuation is rocketing as well. 31.5 million as it stands He has got some physicals going down, but that could be because of his injury that he's got at the moment. So we'll have to keep an eye on him for next season. Gylfi Sigurdsson finishing in second with 12 goals. Really, really good from the Icelandic man. How many games did he play? 38 games, 4 off the bench as well. 33 of those coming in the Premier League. 33 starts. I didn't realise we'd started in that much. He is 30 years old now, but he's still going strong. Really, really good form from him this season. Moise Keane, I was pretty pleased with Moise. 16 starts he got in total. 12 Premier League appearances, 11 of those, 11 coming off the bench as well. 6 goals in the league. He was pretty much key to our Carabao Cup run as well. He scored 4 goals in 4 appearances in total. So giving him 10 goals for the season for the 20-year-old. Really good from him. He's got some attributes going up as well, so that's good to see. 9 goals for Alex Iwobi. We didn't play Iwobi too much at the start of the season, but once Bernard, I think it was, went out with a bit of an injury, he really came good for us. He stepped into the team, and he was absolutely fantastic. So 9 goals for him, 8 coming in the Premier League, 1 in the FA Cup as well. So great for him. 8 goals from Andre Gomez, so we've talked about Gomez, the fans' player of the season, 26 years old. I thought he was a little bit older, to be honest. But 8 goals for him, 6 of those in the league, and 1 in the FA Cup and 1 in the Carabao Cup as well. Started 32 times for us out of the 38 Premier League games, so that just shows how key he was for us. He was pretty much an ever-present. 8 for Richarlison as well. How long is his injury going on for now? 4 weeks and 2 months. He should be back for the start of the new season. Obviously, his physical's going down as well because of his current injury. It's a pretty bad injury, actually, a damaged spine. So he's been out since March. He's been out 2 months already. So we're looking at a 4 to 5 month injury. I think we sent him off to a specialist. Bernard did all right. He wasn't as good as Iwobi, I don't feel, throughout the whole season, but he got himself 6 goals, 5 in the Premier League, from 19 starts, 10 substitute appearances, 1 in the Carabao Cup as well. Who else have we got? The best of the rest, Sarabia did really well. We looked at him a bit earlier. And then everybody else kind of weighed in with a few. So like Thilo Kehrer, the new centre-back, he got himself 3 goals from 39 appearances in total. How many of those were in the league? 31 times he started a league game. So really, really good from him. Theo Walcott even getting in on the score sheet a few times as well. He could be one that goes in the summer, we'll see. 2 from Luca Digne. I've just seen another stat which is incredible. Yerry Mina a couple. Even Seamus Coleman, Michael Keane and Leighton Baines weighing in with a couple of goals. 1 from Mason Holgate. Anyone who we'd expect. Tom Davis didn't score a goal. Wow, I'm pretty surprised at that, actually, from Tom Davis. We did play him in a defensive midfielder role throughout the entire season, to be fair, and he started 26 games, but I'm quite surprised that Tom Davis didn't get on the score sheet. Morgan Schneiderlin neither, but both of those playing in pretty much the same position, and nothing from Sidibe either from his 24 starts, but not too disappointed in that. Tom Davis is the one that surprises me the most, to be honest. Now, in terms of assists, and this is what I was saying earlier, is the standout stat here. Luca Digne, our full-back, 14 assists for the season. Absolutely incredible from him. Really, really good season he had. What pleases me as well is a lot of these players are relatively young. So we could easily get another 1 or 2 seasons out of them in this save. I'm thinking going forward to FM21. But Luca Digne, really, really good season for him. 14 assists. 9 for Sigurdsson. 6 for Sarabia. So Sarabia came sort of joint third with a few other players. But remember, he was only with us for half a season, so that bodes well for next year. 6 for Andre Gomez, 6 for Iwobi, 6 for Richarlison. Sidibe actually coming in with 5, which is a pretty good stat there. Theo Walcott even getting 4. And Baines as well. Baines, Coleman. Baines and Walcott both getting 4. Seamus Coleman with 3. 3 for Calvert-Lewin, 3 for Tom Davis. And then the best of the rest down here. Now, in terms of average rating, we've got a lot of greens. And this is probably why Andre Gomez got player of the season as well. He'd be my player of the season without a doubt. 39 appearances in total, an average of 7.55 average rating. Luca Digne close behind on a 7.36. Calvert-Lewin 7.35. Baines, from his appearances, was really, really good. Baines is going to be a tricky one next season. I mean, he is 35 now, and his physicals have absolutely gone. He's out of contract in the summer, but whether we do another year on Baines or not, I'm not sure. But when he came in and when he did play, he did a job for us, and he even grabbed himself a couple of goals. Michael Keane performed well. He'll probably be around next season, along with Sidibe, Yeremina, Sarabia 7.14, so he shows again that he settled really, really well. Have we got any disappointing ones? Who was... But let's see, Bernard, 6.85. I mean, that's not too bad, but I would expect a little bit better from Bernard. Even Jordan Pickford on a 6.96. That's close to a 7, though. Really close to a 7. Iwobi, Schneiderlin and Walcott, the best of the rest in there. But really good season from the boys overall. In terms of top valuation in this squad, Andre Gomez, Sarabia with 34.5. We've got a few in the 30s now. Any that are worth absolutely nothing, Leighton Baines, 165 grand. Not too surprising. But everyone else, we're looking at sort of 10 million plus. So if we did make any sales this season, I'm just looking at the finances, what we've got. We saw this in the last episode get allocated. 52 million we've got. Now, if we were to sell one or two of these players, then, I mean, even like Fabian Delph's worth 17 million. If he goes, we're up to, 69, 70 million-ish if we could get a decent price for him up front. Who else am I looking at maybe selling? I don't think we'll sell Michael Keane. He's worth a lot of money. I think a lot of these guys will stay. But yeah, maybe Leighton Baines and Fabian Delph could be the ones that go. Even Theo Walcott's worth 12 million as well. So something to look for going into next season. Right, so I've just fast forwarded on to the 1st of June because that then means that all the European competitions are done, the FA Cup's done, all that good stuff. So in terms of the Premier League, let's have a little look. So obviously we've seen the league table quite a few times. These are the positions if you ever do want to pause the video and have a look at those. Man City qualifying for the Europa League because that generated an extra place from us winning the Carabao Cup this season. We've got Chelsea as the champions, Champions League for Liverpool, ourselves and Man United. Wolves, Tottenham City qualifying for the Europa League. Leicester missing out by a few points. Arsenal had a shocking start to the season. They brought it back a bit, but still not good enough for them. Relegated were Watford, Brighton and Newcastle. So Harry Kane was the top goal scorer with 24. Calvert-Lewin in second with 18, joint with Roberto Firmino. Average rating, our man Andre Gomez finishing third. Mo Salah in second and Kevin De Bruyne in first. Assists, 12 for Luca Digne. I know he got 14 actually in total, but they came in cup competitions as well. Player of the matches, Mo Salah, Harry Kane and Iheanacho. Lots of 25 clean sheets for Kepa. Wow, you wouldn't see that in real life, would you? What else have we got in here? Yellow cards, Bentaleb with 15. Wow, incredible. Let's have a look at who is going to come up this season. So we've got, by the look of it, Bristol City coming up through the playoffs, finishing in 6th. Fulham and Nottingham Forest going up automatically. And then in the Championship, Charlton, Barnsley and Wigan all going down there. Then we've got in League One, let's just move this onwards, Rotherham going up through the playoffs, Sunderland and Portsmouth going up automatically. Two massive clubs that really should never be in League One at all. Tranmere, Southend and Bolton going down. Bolton couldn't bring it back after their points deduction that they had. And then in League Two, we've got Colchester, Scunthorpe and Walsall all going up automatically, with Crawley coming up through the playoffs. No, Crawley didn't come up through. Did they come up through the playoffs? Hang on. How is this working? Let's do playoff final. Yeah, Crawley won the playoff final against Port Vale. Promoted with Walsall, Scunthorpe and Colchester. Morecambe relegated out of the Football League. I'm not sure if I've got the Vanarama loaded. No, I haven't. But Notts County were the ones that won it. So they're going to go up along with Halifax Town. So in terms of the Carabao Cup, obviously we won that competition, as you saw in that really, really good episode where we beat Liverpool on penalties. Moise Keane, who said Roy Keane. Moise Keane was actually the joint top scorer in that competition. Leighton Baines with the joint most assists in there. So really good stats from us there. And then in the FA Cup, we have got Chelsea winning that as well. So Chelsea doing the league and cup double. We have got no players in these stats here as it stands, purely because we went out in round 5 to Brentford, which was not great. Who did Brentford play in the next round out of interest? I can't remember who they'd have got. Oh, they'd have got Huddersfield in the quarter-final, and they lost on pens. Huddersfield then got Man City in the semi-final. Let's have a little look at the Europa League. Here we go. UEFA Europa League. Holders being Lazio. They beat Napoli in the final in an all-Italian affair after extra time. Belotti, the top goal scorer in the competition, joint top with Immobile. Lacazette getting 8 as well. So a shame that no English club won that. And then in terms of the Champions League, let's see if we can find out who have that. Liverpool won the Champions League, beating Man City in the final. So Man City have had a horrible season. They've lost. They've just scraped a Europa League place. They lost to us in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. I think they lost in the FA Cup final to Chelsea. And they've also lost in the Champions League final. Wow, disaster for them. Leo Messi, top average rating. Who is this guy? He scored for Red Star, got 7 goals, this striker. He's not bad, he's pretty average, but he finished the top goal scorer in the Champions League, joint with Lewandowski and Sergio Aguero as well. So let's have a little look at some of the other leagues that we have got loaded, and we will start with the Spanish League. Here we go. So Real Madrid won La Liga Santander, finishing with 94 points from Barcelona. Atletico in third, the usual top 3 there, with Valencia in fourth. Sevilla, Sociedad and Villarreal qualifying for the Europa League. Valladolid, Eibar and Mallorca getting relegated. Shame about Mallorca, one of my favourite holiday destinations. So moving on to the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich winning that league by 4 points from Borussia Dortmund, Bayer Leverkusen and RB Leipzig, all qualifying for the Champions League. Hoffenheim, Mönchengladbach and Werder Bremen qualifying for the Europa League. Freiburg and Union Berlin both relegated. And in Serie A, Juventus continue their streak to another league title. They actually won on goal difference. 2 goals they won on from Inter Milan, both finishing on 81 points. Roma in third, Napoli fourth. Milan, Lazio and Sampdoria in 5th, 6th and 7th. Lazio qualifying for the Champions League, of course, because they did win the Europa League this season. Sassuolo, Verona and Girona all being relegated. And then the final league that we have loaded is the French Ligue 1, of course. PSG winning that league, continuing their streak. They've just Monaco that's broken it up part of the way through. So PSG in first, Lyon in second, Monaco finishing in third, Nantes in fourth with Montpellier and Marseille, Metz and Amiens, I think you say Amiens, relegated in 20th position. So those are all the facts and figures that I think we need to go to. I apologise if we missed anything. Let's just have a look at the past positions for us as the season went on. I mean, we had a small dip between Game 2 and Game 5. And then from there, the only way was up. We pretty much solidly held 4th position for the entirety of the season. And then again, we had a little moment where we jumped up into 3rd, even up to 2nd for a little while as well. And then we dropped on the last game of the season. You can't see that on here. That should go down to 3rd, but the graph obviously hasn't updated as yet. But what a brilliant season for us. I mean, Liverpool had a little bit of a nightmare. They were top for ages, and then they had a massive decline over a few games, and then pulled it back again towards the end of the season. Chelsea, once they hit the top, they never moved. Who had some shockers? I mean, like Arsenal. Arsenal had a terrible first sort of 16 games, and then they gained a couple of positions. Man City were bang average, really, really bang average. Even they they were up and down. They pulled it back a little bit towards the end of the season. They jumped 2 places on the last day, sneaking into, well, this says 5th place. They must have lost. This graph doesn't update. It's really annoying. But yeah, not great. Not great. I mean, Wolves had a solid season as well, pretty much stayed where they were. Man United stayed and then dropped a little bit. But it's all about this one. This is the graph for us. I mean, we have been incredible this season. But guys, that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, and it will end the first season as well. I'm really looking forward to getting season 2 started. Champions League football, £59 million in the bank to spend. I mean, what more can we ask for? Season 2 is going to be brilliant. I hope you'll join me for the ride. But thank you for watching today. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do show your support by leaving a like on the video. Subscribe as well if you are new. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.